Welcome to Inside Gaming. It's weekend roundup time and good news, everyone! Video game adaptations don't suck anymore! Yeah! Officially, we've done it! We've won! Huzzah! Yeah! Woo! High five. Emmy nominations were announced this week, and The Last of Us TV series has 24 nominations. That's the second most of any show considered for the awards. The top categories nominated include Best Writing, Best Drama Series, Best Lead Actor in a Drama Series for Pedro Pascal, who played Joel, and Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series for Bella Ramsey, who played Ellie. There were also 7 cast members who received Guest Actor in a Drama Series nominations. It's absolutely cathartic to see a show based so closely on a video game story go toe-to-toe with series like Succession, Ted Lasso, and The White Lotus. Flip it around, a Ted Lasso video game? That would just be FIFA, right? Anyway, part of that success is no doubt tied to Neil Druckmann's direct involvement, who was the creative director and co-writer for the games. He actually directed some episodes too. For decades, Hollywood creatives have failed to successfully adapt video games into highly regarded shows and movies due to a lack of respect and appreciation for the source material. It breaks my heart. There's actually still a good bit of that going on in the industry today. Looking warily, you Five Nights at Freddy's Twisted Metal.
Like it when the beat go. Baby, let your booty go. Girl, you want to show? Do you love the silver-haired god?
But over the past few years, there's been a growing number of high-grossing movies and well-received shows based on video games. Maybe not Resident Evil, but that's a whole other thing. Those success stories and HBO's version of The Last of Us winning a ton of Emmys will certainly cement the turn and likely lead to even more video game projects getting greenlit for years to come. Unfortunately, the upswing for games is landing at a super turbulent time. The Writers Guild of America has been on strike for nearly 3 months in an attempt to win fairer wages and better working conditions. This week, actors also joined the fight. The Screen Actors Guild of America has been asking the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers for better wages and better terms for streaming contracts for weeks without a response. So now the guild is on strike. Obviously, all of this uncertainty in the industry is making everything a huge mess right now, and we will likely see and feel the impacts of these ongoing negotiations, or lack thereof, in the coming months, which means bad news, we're probably going to be stuck with even more crappy adaptations in the future. Boo.
Baldur's Gate 3 developer Larian revealed players will be able to romance a druid party member while he's in bear form. Yeah, the game has shot up to number 5 on Steam's top seller chart after that news. Now, you're probably thinking, surely the pedigree of Larian as a developer and Baldur's Gate as a legendary franchise and all of the marketing for the game leading up to this point has led up to the hype and sales, right? Not just some very suggestive scenes involving a bear. But like the furries are powerful and we don't want to argue with them, we stand with them, okay? Baldur's Gate 3 is up 22 spots on the sales chart from last week, and the new ranking was achieved through the middle of this year's Steam summer sale, which only ended yesterday. So if you didn't get your games, I feel so bad for you. Oh, and the game is still in early access until August 3rd. To be completely fair though, a number of previews for the highly anticipated title did drop this week, and things look very promising for RPG fans. In their preview, Games Radar said it is the closest a game has ever come to fully simulating D&D. Other coverages pointed out Baldur's Gate 3 is an extremely robust character creator, an overwhelming amount of branching story paths, dynamic relationships, engaging dialogue trees, and about a week's worth of cutscenes. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited, but if we're being honest, it's probably just the bear. Us gamers are weird, man.
Obviously, some of the biggest video game news to drop earlier this week was that of Microsoft beating the FTC in court, allowing the Xbox maker to proceed with his plans to finally buy Activision-Blizzard and let us stop talking about this damn story. The FTC had hoped to halt the deal with an injunction before the acquisition could be completed, giving the regulator more time to prepare for a full trial in August. But Northern District of California Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley denied the request. The FTC focused pretty heavily on Call of Duty, so really all Microsoft had to do was prove it had no intentions or incentives to make the franchise console exclusive. And as a result, Judge Corley wrote in her ruling that the FTC had failed to prove the merger between Microsoft and Activision would substantially lessen competition. The judge added, quote, "To the contrary, the record evidence points to more consumer access to Call of Duty and other Activision content. The motion for a preliminary injunction is therefore denied." Stamp on the screen. Kapoosh. That's for you, Evan. As a result, the Activision-Blizzard deal will probably close in the next couple of days. Even with some hang-ups from UK regulators, it sounds like Microsoft will quickly restructure the deal to resolve those issues. If you want more information about the final ruling, check out our other video we have where we break it down. At the very least, Xbox executives were recorded under oath saying they are still willing to grant PlayStation, quote, Call of Duty content parity for the next 10 years. After that, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
EA's rumored AAA Black Panther game has been confirmed to be in development by a new studio called Cliffhanger. The studio was formed in 2021 and is led by Kevin Steffens, who was in charge at Monolith during the development of Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. Other developers at Cliffhanger have worked on Call of Duty, God of War, and even Halo. All right, okay. Now you have my attention. The Black Panther game itself has been reported to be single-player, third-person action-adventure game, and it's one of 3 major releases EA has been contracted to make by Marvel. In the official announcement for the studio, Steffens talked about what players should expect, writing, "We're dedicated to delivering fans a definitive and authentic Black Panther experience, giving them more agency and control over their narrative than they've ever experienced in a story-driven video game before." That's a pretty wild claim with games out like from BioWare or Baldur's Gate Bear Romance, raising the bar for player agency. I'm just saying, you better come up. Like, you can't.
And those bears.
You
think Wakanda, they're gonna make out with rhinos or something? They have animals over there too, right?
Steffens continued, Wakanda is a rich superhero sandbox, and our mission is to develop an epic world for players who love Black Panther and want to explore the world of Wakanda as much as we do. No release date yet for that one, but since it's 2023 and the game is still in early development, 2025 or later is probably a safe bet. And you know we'll keep you posted on the details.
Last week, we talked about the official Pokemon forums and how the mods removed a thread about eating Pokemon. What did you guys talk about? That led to a lot of you writing about which Pokemon you would eat. That's where we're at now. You all have clearly thought about this way, way too much, but maybe the person who thought about it the most was JP7103, who wrote, quote, "Ite." So I gotta do it. A Chikorita Bailey Oddish salad paired with cloister shell and Magikarp fillets. Just because I know somebody's gonna say something about it. Oh my God, I don't know what those words I just said were. Well, there was also CBSY5QU, just rolls off the tongue, who said, quote, "I would slow cook an entire school of Magikarp with a Charmander flamethrower, wrap them in Oddish leaves, season them with the Knockley booty, and just go to town." Knockley, that's the salt thing. Remember we did that on the stream one time. So yeah, it's just a toss-up. Y'all are freaks out there, and I love you. I love each and every one of you.
10 out of 10. All right, it's time to shout out this week's new releases. Sticky Business. Experience the joy of running your own cozy small business. Create stickers, pack orders, and hear your customers' stories. Time to build the cutest shop on the internet. Sticky Business coming to PC July 17th.
Coreborn Nations of the Ultra Core, a social survival game set in the open world of Ultra Core. Build, grow, and defend your town, survive the elements, and Sorgoth's onslaught. Coreborn Nations of the Ultra Core is coming to the PC on July 18th.
Murder is game over. Streaming death. Embark on a thrilling adventure with Detective Guy and Cleo as they solve a mysterious murder. Explore an eerie seaside village, search for clues, interview suspects, and unravel the truth in this whodunit mystery. Murder is game over. Streaming death. Coming to PC July 18th.
Viewfinder. Challenge perception, redefine reality, and reshape the world around you with an instant camera. Viewfinder is hitting the PC and PS5 on July 18th.
Blackout Protocol is a top-down co-op shooter with persistent roguelike elements. Team up with 2 friends and delve into the depths of a top-secret research facility overrun with otherworldly horrors. Blackout Protocol is coming to PC July 19th.
Poo Poo's Adventure Park! The Poo Poo Clan has just rented a new playground from the Dark Goblins. Is it actually Poo Poo? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm saying Pew Pew. Papu?
Pew Pew.
Pew Pew. Okay, they rented some playground from the Dark Goblins, manage the park, construct facilities, and grow your clan to serve hero customers summoned from other planets. Poo Poo's Adventure Park is coming to PC on July 19th.
The Repair House Restoration Sim. Discover and restore a range of objects in this relaxing restoration sim. Dismantle, clean, fix, and sell everything from musical instruments and antiques to game consoles, arcade cabinets, and more. The Repair House is coming to PC July 19th.
Homeseek. In a dried up wasteland where water has become the new gold, every choice becomes life or death. With your guidance, survival just might be within reach. Homeseek is the opposite of Waterworld, and it's coming to PC on July 20th.
Kill Squad is a hack and slash twin stick shooter with 4-player co-op. Wake up, bounty hunter. We have a mission for you. Time to clean up the scum of the galaxy. Kill Squad coming to PS5 and PS4 July 20th.
Here we go. All right. Shazatse is, according to phonetic spelling. The Knights of the Cross is a story-driven deck-building RPG. Unlike traditional deck builders, the teammates you recruit decide the success or failure of battles. Shazatse, Knights of the Cross. It's the PC on July 20th.
We're so sorry. Please don't.
I'm sorry. It's Polish or Norwegian, or was it?
I've never seen those letters before.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Okay. Punch Club 2, fast forward. You have come here to read game descriptions and play fighter management sims, and you're all out of descriptions. What? We did just call. Did the name? What? Is that the description of the game?
Okay, yeah, we've been called out.
We've been called out. I'm sorry. Punch Club 2, fast forward, is coming to PC July 20th.
Unholy. Open the doors between your everyday reality and a dark, unholy world to unveil the mystery of the disappearance of your child. Explore both worlds to find clues, solve puzzles, and stand up to an aberrant establishment. Unholy. Comes to the PC on July 20th.
Might and Magic Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes is a unique mix of puzzle strategy and RPG. Plan your every move and combine your attacks to defeat your enemies in matching puzzle-inspired battles. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition comes to PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC July 20th.
Righto. And lastly, Pikmin 4! Guide pint-sized creatures and an endearing expedition. Use plant-like creatures with distinct abilities to explore this mysterious planet in search of your crew and treasure. Pikmin 4 is hitting the Switch and Game Boy Advance on July 21st. That's it for this episode of Roundup. We only had one embark this week. Only one embark.
Only one.
If you want to catch us, we are streaming live at twitch.tv/roosterteeth on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. Central.
That's right. You can find us out on Twitch. But that's it for us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later, gamers. Have a great weekend.
We gotta go bully Blizz. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. It's a mother pumpkin.